Greetings, YouTube. At the time of this recording, my wife is planning a Zoom party this evening to watch It's a Charlie Brown's Christmas with her friends. I apologize for the noise in the background. That's a washing machine. I wanted to get this made while it was in my head. And this is the last year that a Charlie Brown Christmas is not going to be locked behind some kind of a wall. In the future, if you want to watch that, you're going to have to be subscribed to a streaming service. I don't even remember which streaming service it is. It doesn't matter. But because of that, it is not going to be readily available to the general public. And that particular show has been part of people's lives for my entire life. For 50 friggin' years, people have watched that every single Christmas, every season, on public television. Or publicly available television. But now they can't. As of next year, it won't be available unless you have that streaming service. Which is why I am a very strong advocate of owning your own damn media. Now, I haven't even watched this yet. I picked it up for $5, season 1 of the Arrow. And this is a book which is not easy to get a hold of anymore. The Encyclopedia Magica Volume 1. I actually have all 4 of them. I've been doing a series of these on my RPG pondering videos, talking about the magic items therein. I'm a big believer in owning your media. Now, I'm not saying I don't own digital media. I do. I own numerous digital books. Some were gifts, some I purchased. We'll say some were acquired. And the ones I've purchased have my name stamped on them. They're mine. They can't be taken away from me. But if you have an ebook, that can be taken away from you. If the copyright holder of an ebook decides tomorrow that they no longer want their book available as an ebook, that will disappear from your ebook reader. You'll be compensated for that because otherwise it's theft. The money will be returned, but you will no longer have access to that ebook. If you have a watermarked PDF, that's yours. You can keep it. Or if you've acquired a PDF from someplace else, it's also yours. Or you go to Project Gutenberg, and you can get all kinds of books, thousands, tens of thousands of books, which are in the public domain, which are yours if you make copies of them, put them on a piece of physical media, you put them on a disc, you burn them onto a disc, you put them onto a thumb drive or something, you put them onto an SD card, they're yours. I have 30 gigs of gaming books on this computer right here, this little handheld computer. And yes, that's a picture of my wife holding Moonpie, being adorable. I can look at gaming books anytime I want to. And I know that if I want more, I can access them easily. Though I'm going to do it on a home network. Don't want to be downloading books that size with my my data plan. But those are mine. They're on an SD card. Nobody can take them from me. Nobody's taken this from me. Nobody's taken this from me. They're mine. I can watch this. I can sell it. I can loan it. I can give it away. I can burn it. It's mine. Don't imagine I'm probably going to keep this. I'm going to watch it. It's probably too broody for me. But I want to give it a shot. By the way, that's not actually him. This is not actually him. I found that out. It made me laugh when I discovered that, because the exact same torso is used by somebody else in some other piece of filming or TV media. Cracked me up when I found that out. But own your stuff. Own your stuff. Because if you don't, people can take it away. And I don't like ebooks. I've never liked ebooks. Not to mention, city libraries have these weird, convoluted processes of like, can they loan an ebook out to people? How many times can they let me? It makes no sense. An ebook costs nothing to produce. Nothing except the electricity in the system, which is minimal to produce that book. You are losing nothing if somebody has that. Now, you could say that an author is losing money. Okay. Then if the author's concerned about that, then only sell physical copies. And if people are pirating those, bootlegging is the proper term actually, they're bootlegging them, then you can go after them. But they're not taking physical things away from you. They're maybe impacting your bottom line. And on small producers, it can have an effect. And I believe supporting small producers. So when I want a digital something from a small gaming company, I go buy that digital thing from the small gaming company. I've even gone to the extent of going physically buying a book after having looked at a digital copy that I acquired to support them. Yeah, this is a decent book. I'll get a physical copy. All right, and sometimes you get deals where you buy a physical copy and you get the digital copy along the lines for free. Cool, that's great. Now I got 2 of each. Now I can carry one on my phone. I got one on my shelf. So I support the small producers, but when it comes to big producers like this, I'm not going to fault anybody who doesn't want to support big producers like this. You are not stealing from them. They are doing just fine. So I bought this used. They didn't get a cent out of me. Not a dime. And they never will. I buy all my television series used. I think I bought, actually, I think I may have bought one season in the last 5 years that was new, and that was the last season of The Good Place, which is a very entertaining show. Highly recommended. Yeah, so they don't get any money out of me. I buy everything used. I'm a cheap bastard. But most importantly, I want to own my media. I don't want to be beholden to some copyright holder, particularly some huge corporation that doesn't give a shit about us. You want to support people who are self-publishing? Go for it. Support them. Fully endorse that. Just last month, I bought 2 gaming books, one of which I wasn't even really impressed by, but I bought it from the producer because I want to support them, because they were nice enough to give me a digital copy of something once for free. Then I went out and bought the physical copy from them because this is a good book. I want to support you. So I bought the digital copy of their next book, or another book, not the next one, third one, I think. But yeah, you get the point. I've bought their stuff to support them because we can do that through like RPG Now and Drive-Through, is it Drive-Through RPG? I can't remember. Yeah, that may be what it's called. But you can do the same thing with digital content and all kinds of small producers, people who are producing books and games and things. We can do that if we want to. But when it comes to the big megacorps like this, fuck them. Who gives a shit if they lose or don't get a penny? They didn't lose a penny. They didn't get a penny because you acquired this in another manner. This is perfectly legal to do, but there are obviously digital means of acquiring things. And I've watched numerous things on YouTube that I know weren't supposed to be put on YouTube. And they were taken down over time because they were copyright violations. But I still watch them on YouTube. I don't know why I'm pointing over there. I should be pointing here. Though I have watched them on my TV, streaming to YouTube through my television in the living room. It's a bigger screen. I've watched numerous MST3K episodes on my television that were put on YouTube of varying degrees of quality, but they're still damn funny. I don't feel bad about going after megacorps, of denying them my dime. Either I do it perfectly legally by buying used or through other means. But when I want my media, I want to be able to hold it. I want it to be mine. I want no one to tell me they can take it away from me. I want to be able to loan it. I want to be able to give it away. I want to be able to sell it. I want it to be my property. I'm a big believer in things. There are lots of people in life that love doing things for experiences. My wife is an experiential person. She wants to go out and do something for the experience. And I'm much more kind of a person, I want the thing. I want to be able to hold it. I want to be able to play with it. I want it to be my possession. I want to imprint myself onto it on a spiritual level. Yeah, I know that sounds weird. I still want to be able to do it. I like the kinetic aspect of an object. And I can't have that in a digital world where people can take my stuff away from me at whim. But back to the start of this video. We own a copy of Charlie Brown Christmas. I bought it used. Nobody made any money off of me. And we'll be able to watch it every single year forever. And I can pass that on to somebody else when I go. I have a vast library of DVDs, of movies and television shows. Over 3,000 discs. And they're kind of organized. I can find videos when I want to. And sometimes I decide I don't want to keep them. So after I view them, they get donated. I got a big stack in my living room right now I'd have to get rid of. They're in the these are being donated pile. So people I work with and people at Goodwill benefit from me regularly. I will often take videos to work, movies to work, and just stack them in the cafeteria and put a sign on them and it says free, and they just go away. I never pay attention to them again. But own your stuff. Don't let other people tell you what to do with it. Own your things. Do with them what you want. And screw the corporations.